It's funny how they always write no one was injured even before you see the clip. Disclaimer, this is just for entertainment purposes and we are not any way promoting or encouraging any of the things that are being done in this video. They're just for education and entertainment purposes only. And please subscribe. The real crime footage caught on camera in South Africa. Hey. Oh. This is a game trolley. These are cops. Yeah, I'll
On what seems like a normal, quiet day, a white car arrives at a parking spot in South Africa, not knowing it has already caught the attention of criminals. As the people in the white car step away from their vehicle, a man exits a silver car with a bag in hand. He quietly trails behind them into the store, staying close while avoiding attention. This is how these criminals operate. The man carrying the bag moves close to the victims to scan their car keys. Inside the bag is a device that can detect keyless signals directly from a pocket. Since the car uses keyless entry, no physical key is needed to start it.
Oh my word.
Meanwhile,
that's so advanced. Even though we be wanting this car for convenience, at the same time they be the end of us. I didn't know this was a thing.
Since the car uses keyless entry, no physical key is needed to start it.
Scanners. A scan with key. They scan.
Inside the bag is a device that can detect keyless signals directly from a pocket. Since the car uses keyless entry, no physical key is needed to start it. Meanwhile, his accomplice stays nearby, ready to jump in and drive off the moment the signal's captured.
Oh. That was less than 30 seconds. Yeah, ne? They just talk. Green light.
Vehicles like this are among the most targeted in South Africa. Always be aware of your surroundings after parking, especially if someone gets too close without reason.
Yeah, ne? Gone.
This footage shows an elderly.
Nah, that first one is crazy. So, I'm not laughing. I'm just like shocked. You're shocked. Yeah.
Man being targeted by two suspects. Notice how the individual wearing a yellow shirt quickly pulls the passenger door open just moments before the driver gets out to lock the car.
Okay.
The driver left the vehicle without realizing the door had been slightly opened. Criminals often blend in by acting like car guards, which makes their moves less noticeable.
Yeah.
After waiting a few moments for the driver to enter the shop, The suspects knew it was time to act. They first made sure the driver was nowhere nearby, then checked their surroundings to see if anyone was watching before making their move.
Yeah, ne?
It became clear the suspects were not after the car
Oh,
itself,
okay. I was about to
but
say
rather what was inside. It's always important to double-check that your vehicle
and please, by all means, I know sometimes you'll be leaving from work, making a stop at the shops or something, but please, let's leave valuables at home. Let's leave valuables at home so that when you get into a situation like this, you know at least your valuables are back home. Because, wow.
is locked every time you walk away.
Yeah, isn't this? Not like you can stop them, but, you know, just try it if it's locked.
It's happening now, Pinecrest. Pinecrest happening now at next to restaurant at the parking.
A disturbing scene was captured by bystanders as an armed gang casually packed stolen items into their getaway vehicle at a busy South African mall. They didn't seem bothered at all by the noise and shouting from the crowd.
And I feel like this is also stupid because if they panic, they shoot you. You see, already pointing down at the cops.
Another camera angle shows a police vehicle patrolling the area and unintentionally approaching the scene, unaware of the danger ahead.
See?
Two armed men move toward the officer, but fortunately, they choose not to open fire. With the robbers carrying assault rifles, the officer had no way to respond in that moment.
Yeah, just leave. Save your life. All of this is not worth it.
Watch how the security guards outsmart a heavily armed gang targeting a cash and transit van. The robbers chase the van and fire shots in an attempt to stop it, but the guards refuse to give in and stay firmly in control of the situation.
Oh my word.
The guards quickly drove into the shopping mall and waited for backup. This strategic move made it extremely difficult for the suspects to carry out the robbery.
Oh. But at the same time, they're endangering other people. But you can say it's smart. And then they leave the car. Nice.
Thankfully, both the guards and shoppers were unharmed. With the robbers armed with powerful weapons, the risk of crossfire was extremely high. It helped that the incident occurred early in the morning, before most people had arrived at the mall. Here we see the robbers fleeing the scene empty-handed after a failed cash-in-transit heist.
Yeah.
This type of incident is very common in South Africa, where gangs often use explosives to blast open armored cash vans. There have been many cases where robbers successfully bombed
In the previous video, one of the I don't know if he was part of like the robbers was caught inside the van, and they were asking him like, "How did you get inside here?" And then he was like looking at them like this. Oh my word, that was crazy.
these vehicles and escape with large amounts of money, sometimes followed by residents waiting to loot whatever is left behind.
Hey,
Nee mense, julle kan mos nie dit doen nie man. Here, dis nie aan nie.
yeah.
Nee, Jen. Haai bo.
Ah,
Hallo my dot. Nee, my
hey, see this guy? Look at this guy.
Follow my boat.
God. How much you got? I see 50s. Most of it is stolen of him. You just picked up everything. Nah, this is sad.
No, my bro.
You. Ah.
Here we see a thief attempting to snatch a customer's phone in Johannesburg, but in the process, he accidentally drops his own phone. The footage begins with a man walking into a restaurant, looking around suspiciously. The woman nearby has no idea her phone is being targeted. He even takes out his own phone to pretend he's just another customer waiting in line.
Hey. Oh, this is recent. 11/27/2025. Sometime in November. Or was it December? See how patient he is. I keep saying, if they use this patience into something productive, bettering their lives, looking for jobs, they will go far. But they choose to be do this.
After stepping outside and pretending to be on a phone call while checking his surroundings, he realizes the coast is clear and decides to make his move. This is a reminder to always stay aware of your surroundings, especially in crowded places.
Phones in pockets.
This clip shows criminals pretending to be contractors as they steal cables in broad daylight in South Africa.
Yeah, I know.
In recent years, this method has grown more common, with criminals disguising themselves as contractors to blend in. Unfortunately, it's the community that pays the price, sometimes going days without electricity or water.
And then blame Ascom. Like, Ascom, we don't have electricity for a week, for a month.
Their calm behavior shows this is something they've done repeatedly. These cables are typically taken straight to scrap yards for fast cash.
Even the underground ones. Yeah, I know.
A man became the target of armed robbers just moments after he entered his residence late in the evening. They took his cell phone, but fortunately, he escaped unharmed.
Yeah, hey.
Dash cam footage shows an Uber driver being set up by two women sitting in the back seat, pretending to be passengers in one of Cape Town's no-go zones for ride-hailing drivers. As they keep him busy with conversation, and before he can even pull off, armed men suddenly appear at his door, leaving him no time to react.
Look at the hand. He's working with one hand. That's dedication. Imagine being dedicated to your life like this. Doing something productive. Nah, this is insane. What are you saying? Hold on. They told him to leave. And then even the code. Oh, okay. Okay. Then he was slow, man. Money. Ah, they're taking the car.
They forced him out of the vehicle and began searching the car while
He
others
was
took his cell phone.
slow.
What's truly disturbing is that this happened in full view of people walking nearby. Yet the suspects didn't seem bothered at all.
What are you gonna do, fam? What are you gonna do? At least they're not trying to kill him. Ah,
The moment a
pin.
suspect mentions a tracker, the driver knows the robbery is escalating. With no time to think, he takes a bold risk to protect his vehicle.
This one hand.
The driver was lucky the suspects never took his keys. When he noticed they were distracted, he made a quick move and sped off. That split-second decision may have saved both his car and his life. In moments like these, hesitation can be fatal, and the women who helped set him up vanished without a trace.
I thought they got up to him. Yeah. Never.
In this next
Never
video,
going back to
another
that
Uber driver is targeted in a similar way in Cape Town. The woman sitting in the front seat appears busy on her phone, but she is actually communicating with the robbers waiting ahead, setting the driver up for the attack.
But they're not even saying anything yet. They what you mean now?
Now, you see, let's give you location.
Don't trust anyone. Woman, man, animal, dog, cat. Don't trust anything, man. Even the car itself. Maybe working against you. No.
Chase the van and fire shots in an attempt to stop.
He said like the lady gave different destinations. Nah, fam. You just follow the GPS. You don't change.
Let's give you location. Otherwise, I'm not gonna pick up. I'm not gonna pick up this location. When you say garage, then after garage, then you must 10 here, 10 here, 10 here.
And this is 26/08/2025. October. Towards the end of October.
Suddenly, a man jumps into the front seat with a gun in his hand, making it clear that the driver had been set up from the start.
Everything. Everything. The passport. Everything. Mommy, everything.
Hey. Hey.
In a desperate move, the driver takes a huge risk and speeds off. A robber tries to shoot as the vehicle pulls away, but the driver manages to escape. He survives the terrifying encounter unharmed.
That was too risky.
CCTV cameras captured a group of suspects who had
That was too risky. Yeah.
been moving around the area targeting car headlights, and this vehicle became their next target.
See how easily they remove them.
Here we see a man who quickly notices what's happening and rushes inside to alert the car's owner.
Even the bump. They took the lights.
By the time the owner rushed outside, it was already too late. The thieves removed the headlights in seconds and drove off before anyone could stop them.
You get shot. It feels like a dream. But when these things happen to you, it feels like a dream, like a really bad dream. Or you're like, oh, okay, I'll wake up.
Once again, the same car is spotted on CCTV, this time approaching a vehicle parked by the road. After circling and watching the surroundings, they seize the chance to strip the headlights.
Okay. Like, see how they remove them.
It's truly shocking to see how far crime has escalated in South Africa. Criminals are now bold enough to steal in broad daylight, and innocent people end up losing the things they worked hard for.
Okay, they unclip the bumper and then remove the headlights. Which means like the cables are gonna be messed up.
This has become a long-running trend in South Africa, where thieves have repeatedly focused on VW cars, making them one of the most common targets in these crimes.
Damn. How are you gonna look at your car after this? Seeing it like this.
In this video, a delivery van is targeted by a group of robbers in broad daylight in South Africa.
Oh, they panicked. And then ran into the car and then had a chance to regroup.
The robbers moved quickly as people nearby began noticing what was happening and started shouting. One brave woman, seeing the situation unfold, decided to step in and make a risky attempt to stop them. The courageous woman caught one of the suspects for a second, but he broke free and ran off.
Like,
Thankfully, she was not harmed during this dangerous incident, especially considering the suspects were armed.
oh my word.
In the following footage, yet another delivery crew is targeted during a routine drop-off in a normally peaceful South African neighborhood.
This looks like a horror movie. It's like I'm watching a horror movie.
What stands out the most is the suspect's calm behavior, even while committing a robbery in the middle of the day. It's as if they have no concern about being caught, revealing how serious the crime situation has become. Just as the driver was about to enter the gate, a car that had been following him suddenly stopped behind his vehicle,
Why is the gate
blocking
closing?
the way. Two armed men then jumped out and rushed straight
Why is
toward
the
him.
gate closing?
The robbers quickly took all the occupants' belongings, making it clear they were not after the vehicle itself. Thankfully, no one was injured during the robbery.
Mm.
The footage shows a driver being tailed by two cars. As one blocks him from behind, what the driver does next completely shocks the suspects.
Just hit them.
This quick-thinking driver realized what was happening around him and managed to escape unharmed. His escape highlights the importance of always checking your surroundings. A young lady makes her way inside the property, completely unaware that a man is following just
Like,
a
how's
few
it-
steps behind while she stays focused on her phone.
That's what I be talking about. You gotta be vigilant at all times. And she's still holding her phone.
Suddenly, the man who had been pretending to wait with her grabbed her cell phone and ran off.
Mm. Yani. Now be safe out there, man. Make sure that y'all check your surroundings. Yeah. We're living in the last times, man. I'm out, fam.